I am so excited about this interview. With me now is the star of TruTV's newest reality show, Tirdy Works. It's Mary Winchenbach. How are you, Mary?
Oh, I'm pretty good today. How are you?
I'm doing well. Wow, you have the most energy out of anyone in quarantine. How are you and Deb holding up during this time?
We're holding up really good. You know, we've been keeping busy working on turds. And as a matter of fact, we went up to Jackman yesterday, did a day trip, and we got 4 great big totes full of turds. It took us just 4 hours to do it. There was crap everywhere.
I've never seen someone more excited about turds. This is so exciting for me. Let's talk about Tirdy Works, which premieres tonight. First off, what is Tirdy Works?
Well, Tirdy Works is a company where we make everything using moose turds. But we've kind of expanding a little bit. We do deer turds and alpaca and goat turds, but the main, theme is moose. And, we go out, we collect them, and of course they're juicy when we first get them. So we got these great big dehydrators, and we dry them up for about 48 hours, and then we have a turd dipping station, because I call it something else, But if we dip the turds, and then we start making some really cool products out of them.
Well, how did this sort of idea come about? I mean, how does one even think of turning moose turd into art? Where did the idea come from?
About 20 years ago, I was walking down a tote road in the woods, and I found a great big old pile of fresh, juicy turds, moose turds, and I got to looking at them, and I thought, wouldn't that be funny to put eyeballs on them and call them a crap head? So I piled them up in my shirt, and I carried them out of the woods like that, and that's what I started with, little crap heads. And right now we've got 50 to 60 products all made with turds. I just come up with a new one this morning.
What did you come up with this morning?
Well, you put turds in a can and call it crap can, but yeah. You know what I mean, but play on words, but yes.
Wow. So I got to know this because I'm not familiar with this. How are you positive it's always moose turd? I mean, from other animals, like what separates that? And can you use other turds, or does it have to be moose?
It doesn't have to be moose, but it's easy to tell because we start out by tracking the moose. And of course, a moose will eat 40 to 50 pounds of vegetation a day, which, by the way, they have a high fiber diet, so the turds float, by the way. And we got them lucky crap keychains, so if you ever dropped your keys in the water, you just look for a floating turd, and them keys are going to be dangling right under it. But of course, then they take a crap, and they crap out little turds, but they'll crap out 200 to 300 turds every time they take a dump.
Interesting. I'm learning so much I never knew. You actually went viral for this back in 2018, I believe. Is that how this show opportunity came about, or how did they approach you about this?
Yeah, well, somebody took a video, and like you said, it went viral. And then about 3 or 4 months afterwards, we got a call from the Tosh.0 show out in LA. So we went out there, he flew us out there, and I was on his show, and he sniffed my fingers. And then, I know, he ain't right. And then while I was out there, Jenny Ramirez called me from TNT, Turner Productions, and had us over. She Ubered us right over there. I'd never done an Uber before. And then she talked to us, and we struck up a deal, and hence now we got a reality show all based on turds.
I mean, I almost can't believe it. Let me just make sure, though, you're keeping your hands clean, though, right? Like in between this, I'm sure it's important to keep washing your hands, right?
Well, yeah, you got to be sanitary about it,
I'm curious, Mary, what do you think is the biggest misconception about what you do?
I think the biggest misconception about what I do has to do with the fact that it's crap. So people automatically think that it's filled with E. coli and it smells. And I've actually had my turds tested. It has a lower bacterial count than that of cooked food. And when I sell turds, I have a great big pile of raw turds out with a sign that says scratch and sniff. And I've had thousands of people sniff my turds, and I can honestly say my crap don't stink. Everyone sniffs them.
That is amazing. I love you so much. I've never wanted to meet you and play with turds as much as when I'm meeting you. I got to ask you before I let you go, what can you tell us about this season? What can viewers expect to see from Tirdy Works?
Viewers are going to see an entire community of 500 all come together. And I mean, I've been hiring people from the town, and then we have all kinds of bogs and swamps here in Somerville. We're way out in the woods. And so the community members are allowing me to go on their property to collect moose turds. So as a thank you, I make them a poo-poo clock with turds made from their own yard. You know, when the turds are between the numbers, so it's 130, 230, 330.
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah.
What is your most popular item that you sell?
It's the poo-poo clock.
Of course, you got to.
In addition to the 130, 230, 330, we also put 4 extra turds on the back with turd attachment instructions in case you crack a turd, because that's the worst. And then we're working on incorporating a machine, so when that strikes you out, it's going to go.
You are so innovative and inventive, Mary. You have made my quarantine that much better. Thank you so much for chatting with me today. I honestly can't wait to see the season premiere.
Hey, you know what? You should come out to Maine with us. We'll take you out in the woods. We'll have a cocktails, and then we'll go out in the woods and we'll collect turds.
I'm in. I'm in. It's a date. It's a date.
All right.
Thank you so much. Guys, I can't wait to see the show. You can't either. Catch Tirdy Works premiering tonight at 10 p.m. on TruTV. You'll get to see Mary in all of her glory.